The second phase of the big Indian election is another crucial battle for control at the centre. And here's why. But first, the numbers. There will be polling in 38 seats, all except Vellore. There are 39 in all, and I'm not counting Puducherry here. There will also be voting in 18 assembly constituencies, and these bypolls are crucial to the survival of the current government. That is why Tamil Nadu is so important. Also because it's a big chunk of 38 seats, and there's a head-to-head fight between two blocks of parties representing, in a sense, the national battle. It's also the first big election without two huge political figures in the state. Both M. Karunanidhi and Jaya Jayalalita have passed away since the last Lok Sabha election here. While Stalin, Karunanidhi's son, has taken over the DMK, the AIADMK has been floundering to, sort of fill that political gap in their party, and that's why it's a big fight. It's also very interesting because look at the alliances and the breakup between them. On the one side, you have the DMK and the Congress and the others, of course. It's a broader alliance going up against AIADMK, which has supported the BJP and, of course, other parties in the fray. So whichever of these two sides corners the chunk of these 38 seats in Tamil Nadu could have a big say in who forms the next government over here. One possible trouble for the DMK might be that it could have perhaps given away too many seats to the Congress, which has never traditionally been a big player in the state of Tamil Nadu. But that's not the only state going to elections. So let's take you through some of the big fights and key contests to watch out for in phase 2. Let's start with Amravati in Maharashtra, where Shiv Sena strongman Anand Rao Atsul goes up against Navneet Kaur Rana. This is going to be an interesting election for Maharashtra specifically because in this phase there are a lot of areas going to polls which have been hit by drought, which have seen the worst of farmer distress, and these are big issues which will come to the fore, which is why it's a challenge for leaders like Anand Rao Atsul. Let's take a look at some other constituencies in the state. Nanded is a big one. Ashok Chavan's stronghold. It's Ashok Chavan's stronghold, and in fact he managed to win from here even in the midst of the Modi wave. He goes up against Pratap Govind Rao of the BJP. The other big constituency to look out for is Beed. Again, this is a family bastion, and Gopinath Munde was the big leader who came from here. After he passed away in 2014, his second daughter Preeta Munde stood in the bypolls and won with the largest ever margin in Indian electoral history. Over 6,23,000 votes was her margin. Banjarag Sonavane has the task of challenging her in the Beed district. But again, it's not going to be easy because farmer distress is a big issue here. Drought is a big issue here. And the BJP and the Shiv Sena that have been in power will be held up to see if they've actually managed to alleviate that distress. Let's move to Uttar Pradesh and some seats there. Mathura is always an exciting one, and of course with Hema Malini in the fray, it adds that a bit of glam and color. We've all seen, the actress, the erstwhile actress campaigning in Mathura. She beat Jayant Chaudhary of RLD here in 2014. So, ridden on the Modi wave. Jayant Chaudhary is not fighting from Mathura this time. He's moved to Bagpat, but he's left the charge of beating Hema Malini to Narendra Singh. Mahesh Pathak is in the fray from the Indian National Congress. The other big seat, and one of the strong seats relatively for the Congress in UP, apart from Raebareli and Amethi, is the Fatehpur Sikri seat. Both Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra have campaigned in this seat for Raj Babbar. He's a big face of the Congress in UP, was the chief for quite some time. He will go up against Rajkumar Chair of the BJP. And this is one of the few seats in UP where it's a head-to-head fight between the BJP and the Congress. Let's take a look at some other key seats here. And of course, we've been talking about Tamil Nadu. Former minister in the NDA government, Ambumani Ramadas, goes up from Dharmapuri. And this has been sort of a strong seat and safe seat for him. He's up against Senthil Kumar of the DMK. Let's look at some of the other seats here from the state. This is going to be an interesting one. Sivaganga. Both the Congress and the BJP have got this seat in their kitty from the AIDMK and DMK. And Karti Chidambaram, of course, will be fighting under this cloud. He is former Finance Minister P. Chidambaram's son, has been accused, of violations of law in the INX case, etc. Goes up against H. Raja of the BJP. This is going to be one of those key fights and prestige battles for the Congress. This is, of course, the big one in Tuticorin. Kani Modi, M. Karunanidhi's daughter, Stalin's sister, goes up against the BJP party chief in the state, Tamilsai Soundarajan. And as I told you, her residences were raided just before, a couple of days before the polls. So that's going to be a big fight. Another big seat to look out for, M. Thambidurai, who has been Deputy Speaker as well and key face in Parliament for the AIADMK. He will go up against S. Jyotimani from the Karur seat in Tamil Nadu. So some of the key seats there in the state. Let's take a look at some of the other key players that we're seeing in this battle and come to Karnataka. Now, this is an interesting one. Bangalore South, your IT city hub. And here you have very senior Congress leader B.K. Hari Prasad going up against 28-year-old Tejasvi Surya, who's shot to fame, at least on social media, because of some very strong polarizing comments he made on Twitter, etc. So it's going to be David versus Goliath in a sense, in a very key seat. Bangalore South, though, has been a strong BJP seat. So you may not have too much to worry about. Other key fights in Bengaluru, D.V. Sadanand Gowda, senior BJP leader, going up against Krishna Bayar Gowda, another senior leader from the Congress. That's going to be another seat to watch out for. Apart from this, of course, the big one is former Union Minister Veerappa Moily going up against B.N. Bachegowda in the Chikkabalapur seat in Karnataka. Another big battle, and this is again another key one. A very close aide of B.S. Yediyurappa, Shobha Karanlaje, will go up against Pramod Madhwaraj of the JDS in the Udupi seat, Udupi Lok Sabha constituency in Karnataka. Let's come to the other big battles that we're going to see in phase 2. Farooq Abdullah, National Conference patriarch and chief, goes up against Agha Saeed Mohsin of the PDP in Srinagar. There is a tie-up between the National Conference and the Congress in this election for the 6 seats in Jammu and Kashmir. The BJP has also put up a candidate, but generally in the valley, the contest will take place between the National Conference and the PDP. This is a pretty safe seat for Farooq Abdullah. Let's move to some other few seats, and we've tried to bring you the key candidates. Silchar in Assam is an interesting one. Sushmita Dev is up for re-election. She's hoping for a re-election from this seat. She's a rising star in the Congress, also the chief of the All India Mahila Congress, and she'll go up against Rajdeep Roy for the BJP. Another head-to-head fight here between the two national parties. And let's look at West Bengal. Some key seats from West Bengal as well coming in this phase. And the big names here, Raiganj, Mohammad Salim, big face from the CPIM, goes up against Deepa Das Munshi of the Indian National Congress. And of course, the BJP and the Trinamool Congress are also in the fray. This is an interesting seat because there were attempts for the CPIM and the Congress to come together in this fight, which has become a four-way fight in West Bengal, but it didn't work out. This will be a interesting fight to watch out for. Another key seat in West Bengal that we've picked is the Darjeeling seat, for the simple reason that the BJP has managed to hold on to the seat since 2009. So even pre-Modi wave, Gorkha land and a separate Gorkha land is a big issue over here. The BJP has sort of been playing footsie with this issue and not been very clear on what its position is. So it will be a tough fight for Raju Bista. He goes up against Amar Singh Rai of the Trinamool Congress, which has not been a hot favorite in Darjeeling either. Another close contest. So number of close contests coming in phase 2 of these elections. But the big one, of course, remains Tamil Nadu.